Brooklyn Independent Television.
La Unión is an organization working to advance the rights of Latino immigrant communities. Y-ACT is La Union's youth organizing group, which recently took on food justice initiatives. They expanded their community garden, known as La Granjita, to include a chicken coop as a way to address the neighborhood's access to healthy foods and to empower its members. Let's find out more.
My name is Jessica Nizar, and I'm a community organizer at La Unión. La Unión is a community-based organization in Sunset Park, and we're basically a group of new immigrant families who live throughout the neighborhood who are working to advance the cultural, economic, and human rights of our families. Most of the families come from a part of Mexico called Puebla. We work around various issues around immigration reform, around educational access issues, and now around food justice. Sometimes you'll see them basically try to bite bugs off of other chickens while they're laying down.
And es otra cosa to entretenerlos para que no se queden dentro de la casita.
Food justice means a lot of things, but as we define it here with La Unión and with the community in Sunset Park, it's basically around finding the ways in which health disparities of our families and how the health disparities are affected by food access issues in Sunset Park. So a lot of our members experience a lot of health-related issues because of a lack of nutrition, and we find that the root of those problems is because there's not a lot of healthy, affordable options in the neighborhood. A lot of bodegas sell chips and unhealthy candy, and our youth are telling us that they want other options in the neighborhood.
This whole project started as just food, but then we got the chickens. And so now one person comes each day and see the chickens and takes the eggs out and writes on the book if they see anything normal or if everything is okay or they see something that should not be happening.
My name is Gabby and I'm the youth leader for Y-ACT. Y-ACT is youth action, and it's a group that all youth people come together and we try to make a change. Nothing's gonna stop us because podemos lograr algo, we can make a change.
Y-ACT stands for Youth Action Changes Things. It started as a project of La Unión, and what they did was about housing. The two founders, Carla Lopez and Adriana Mendoza, were suffering asthma, and so they started housing projects. They went to rallies and marches, and to City Hall they did legislative visits and all those kind of things, and then they move on to education because they were seeing that there was a lot of discrimination against not just Latino but all of different ethnicities and races. Now we're currently working on education. We're trying to do a better public system of education.
Right now we're in La Granjita. That's the name that our members decided to call this community garden. Granja means farm in Spanish, and so because we're a very narrow, small space, we just naturally started to call it Granjita. We started around a couple of months ago. Our youth members and our adult members of La Unión decided that we wanted one space in Sunset Park that our youth and our families could come, a green space in order to celebrate the neighborhood, a place and a space for them to be healthy and active. And so that's why we decided to be here, and that's why in the future we plan to grow food and why we have a chicken coop. Chickens are just like humans, just like little babies.
And cualquier cosa que pones en tu piel lo puedes poner en su cresta, en su collar y también en sus pies.
Yeah, so whatever you put on your skin to make it soft and not dry, you can put on the chicken, so Vaseline.
I have a really good time to play with the chickens. I learned how to carry a chicken. I can't wait to come back here and play with the chickens again.
Before it was just a coop and no chickens, but now that we got the chickens it seems more real. That it's not just a youth group, that they actually do things.
We stand together so we can make a change. Just because we're youth doesn't mean we can't do anything.
The next couple of things we're going to be doing in La Granjita is in the springtime we're going to be building raised beds to grow healthy, nutritious food for our families. And also we're going to start an herb garden with another organization in Sunset Park to grow herbs that are traditional to different parts of Mexico, and to teach different people about the uses of them and the medicinal uses of them as well. And then for the chicken coop, we hope eventually that we'll be able to sell our eggs at local markets and throughout the city. Our members who are involved in the project are already leaders and members of La Unión, and so if you'd like to be involved in the project, we encourage you to give us a call and contact us and see the different ways that you can get involved with our food justice initiatives as well as our other campaigns throughout the neighborhood and city.
Download this program's podcast on iTunes. Keywords Brooklyn Independent Television.